Welcome to September's Flamingo Community Lagoon AMA, live on X Spaces. Once again, it is the last Tuesday of the month, so we're here hanging out to chat about Flamingo Finance, the project roadmap, DeFi, crypto markets, and anything else. And remember, this is an AMA, so we're also here to answer any questions the Flamingo community may have. For those who don't know, Flamingo Finance is an easy to use DeFi platform built on the Neo N3 blockchain. As a decentralized exchange, Flamingo is designed with smart functions for everyone, from beginners to advanced crypto users. On Flamingo, users can stake digital assets in liquidity pools and earn rewards in our native token, FLM. We've been around for over 5 years and currently have a TVL or total locked value of over 12 million USD. We also have our very own stablecoin called FUSD, where users can add collateral and borrow the stablecoin against the collateral. On top of all that, we've introduced the world's first completely on chain order book for limit trades on layer one, as well as our multi dividend bearing asset Flocks, which has burned over 115 million FLM from investors minting it. That is equal to over 2.8 million USD of FLM burned, gone forever. Ciao. For those listening in on YouTube or Spotify, we hold these lagoons live on X Spaces, which we'll link below so you can join us in the next one. And please don't forget to like and subscribe from any platform you're tuning in from. Your support is greatly appreciated and is important to get more flamingos at the lagoons each month. If you're in the audience, feel free to raise your hand and come join us on stage. Ask us any questions you may have. Drop any questions you have in the chat. We'll keep tabs on it. You can also drop your questions in the comments right here on the spaces. We'll keep tabs on those too. With that, let's get started. I know we have a couple big announcements to make today. I'm excited to get into that. The developers are currently in Singapore. They've been meeting with Neo, NGD, the Neo community, the Flamingo community. I think they wanted to start today with a pretty big announcement, so I will hand it over to them.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I hope you feel better soon. And thanks for hosting, even though you're sick.
Yeah, no worries.
It's been a couple of tough days here in Singapore. They're kind of exhausted right now. On day 4, had some meetings today. Had actually meeting together with Da as well. So that was nice. And we met Eric. So those are the two founders of Neo. We traveled down here with one goal primarily, and that is to be able to increase the activity on the Neo N3 chain.
Yeah.
And convince the council of helping us lowering the fees, and that's a technical challenge because the fees are as low as they can be right now with the current settings. So after sitting down with some really smart people, looking at the code and looking at how we can solve stuff, we found one quick fix and also then a long-term solution. So because we need a quick fix, we need more activity basically tomorrow. Of course, we can't get it tomorrow, but at least next month. So what the price will be, I don't know, but we will be able to increase the precision of the order book a lot. That means a lot more trading back and forth and follow outside markets. And also the fees for trading on Flamingo will be insanely low. So we're talking cents, 1 or 2 cents for doing a trade. So this is really big because that helps us drive more volume, drive more transactions, make the network more active. Hopefully with the more active network that attracts more talent that wants to build. So yeah, it's the thing I'm most excited about after these 4 days. Maybe Atasar wants to fill in, and we can get back to like other stuff that because that's just the tip of the iceberg after these 4 days.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's like a 90% cut in network fees for when using Flamingo, something like that.
No. Yeah, it's gonna be much more, I guess. At least when you do limit orders.
Like a 99.999%
I think.
cut.
Hopefully,
Nah,
hopefully that's
yeah. It has to be something because of security, but it's gonna be low.
That's awesome. We're excited about
yeah.
that.
Not sure about any exact numbers yet, but the aim is that it's supposed to be cheap enough to do a lot of trades for normal users, for bots that do arbitrage, and for anyone else who want to maybe make some automatic trading up and down, then it all of a sudden becomes possible. So that's the aim, get it low enough for that to happen. And then also like Odd or Mr. Google said that it's now possible to change some of the settings of the limit orders and the trade settings on Flamingo, so that's possible to do trades in like smaller lock steps on the price. So maybe we will be able to trade Bitcoin at the cent level instead. So right now that's not possible on Flamingo, and that's the main limit there is the fees from on Neo. So once we have that change in, we will be able to configure the order book to be a little bit more precise as well. So it was really nice to see that we got enough people to rally behind Flamingo on center point. So that's what we have been attending the last 3 days before this one, and today some meetings. So center point is where it's an initiative by the council members of NEO to meet on our own, not hosted by NEO Foundation or NGD. So it's like a community-based meetup. At this time around, the focus was to try to see if we could assemble as active members and try to get all the inactive members of the council to join in and see if we could find a way to work more actionable together, I would say, to because we've had these meetings before and it's been hard to tell who's going to do what and what's the clear idea of where we want to head after these meetings. And this time we were had a really clear agenda to figure out how to hold ourselves accountable so that everyone that is in the council can contribute in a positive way and have it actually happen after meeting up. Usually we get a lot of energy from these meetings, and for Flamingo, I feel like we show what we do anyways. Yeah. And but it can be difficult when you're in a space where some people just are inactive. And we got more people to contribute this time, and more people showed up. It was a positive experience for me, at least. So when we saw the different community members and stakeholders be able to rally behind something we really wanted to push forward to make Flamingo even better, that was really, really great to see. And I was a bit pessimistic traveling down because I've been here before and I've seen the result can be a lot of nothing. But after this time, I feel really, really confident that it's not only Flamingo. I would say not only Flamingo, but not the regular guys and girls just doing something. I think there will be more action now. And one of the first actions will be the lowering of the fees, which we really love it, as hard as we could. And some other stuff that probably me and Mr. Google will get into. But that was really, really positive. And even though I'm drained from all these, like being active and engaging in all these discussions, even with things that aren't that related to Flamingo, you try to give it your all of your brain power. Yeah. Because if we support Neo, it's great for Flamingo, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're exhausted but positive. Right now we're in the hotel room and it's evening here, so yeah.
Well, it's just to cut you off there a bit. It's in my opinion, when it comes to these fees, it's not like it's of course great for Flamingo, but it's good for everyone. Right now we have this one big D app on Neo N3, and we need to like make that at least great when as a council. Else, why do we need a council if we have no transactions on the chain?
Right.
So that's why we would need to like, and everyone agreed. Everyone were on the same page. There was like, of course, pushback when it comes to security, and this is the nice part when you get all the people in the room, because then it's really easy to figure out things really fast. It's draining because it takes a lot of energy, but there were a lot of great people there, a lot of great opinions, and a lot of good like feedback. So fees is one thing that we got to do, and that's like I think the biggest thing for Flamingo.
Yeah.
But also what's really big for Flamingo is how to get Neo great again.
Definitely.
Because a chain with 10 dexes, a chain with 100 D apps is 1,000 times better than a chain with one Flamingo.
Absolutely.
So, so as a council, we have now voted in a constitution. It's not for the councils, it's for the Neo holders to hold the council accountable. So basically, it's like most countries have a constitution, and now Neo has a constitution. It's like what you basically agree on when you are a node operator. You agree that you will incorporate Neo into your product. You will meet up at these center point events. You will be active. You will take part of governance, and you will not sit silent and do nothing. Of course, the only way to enforce this is the voters. So if you buy 10 million Neo and vote for yourself, there's no way for us to enforce it. But then again, I think you bought 10 million Neo and you have skin in the game.
Right.
So we actually spent these days making our lives harder as node operators, making us more accountable for everything as a node operator. And I think that's great. I think it's highly time that the council on Neo are more active, contributes more to Neo, helps more out. So the biggest issue with the governance on Neo right now is that if you vote outside of top 21, you won't receive gas. And this way, a new node can campaign and say like, yeah, you should vote for us instead of Flamingo because we're going to do X, Y, Z for this ecosystem, or we are doing it. And the Flamingo guys are really lazy. They do nothing. They just take your money and go away. And then you would, of course, change your vote. But if you do that today, you lose money. So nobody does that. So in effect, we have 21 nodes that will always be elected. Yeah. So now the council has come together and we agreed to a core change to the VM where you get rewards no matter who you vote for, and the reward will be the same. If you vote for number 1 or number 50, it doesn't matter. But it's only the 21 first, like highest voted in, that are the council that has a voice and can like configure the network and protect the network.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. People who want to vote for, members who aren't in the council like are kind of screwed because why would anyone put all their Neo out there and not earn any gas? I'm loving that change.
It's really ineffective, and if you think about it, like in your country with politicians, if they are not afraid to be replaced, like the nodes are right now, we get the worst nodes. I don't say that the nodes we have now are bad because the votes we have now, the majority voted for change. So, but we want to have like these new people registering as a node candidate, going out campaigning, doing stuff, because then like, oh, you're really active, you're really helping Neo. I want to give you my vote.
Right. Yeah, incentivizing dApps, incentivizing other projects, incentivizing other council members, essentially to support people.
Like it can be like you said, vote for the Bordeaux node. I have contacts with XYZ, and I will do this and stuff like that. And then people are like, "Ah, this guy is like really stepping up for Neo. Let's vote him in."
Right.
So that's a really cool thing. I think like we've done a lot of things to make life as a node operator a bit harder, and I really like that. We lowered we flattened the fees. The gas rewards. That's really nice because now you can vote for whoever you want, the ones you like best. We are now making a governance platform. Actually, me and Atlasor is making that platform. For Neo, it will be hosted on the Neo website where nodes can add proposals, and it can be discussed. Yes. It can be discussed and voted on, and it will be then transparent. For you as a voter to get the proposal listed, you will need to go to your representative. That will be like the node that you voted for, and get them to make the proposal. And if they won't do that, then go and find someone else that will.
Yeah, for all the listeners in the audience, that will be Flamingo. So
hopefully that's Flamingo you're voting for, and then you will come to us with the proposal. We will discuss it. If we still like all of us agree it's a good proposal, we will take the proposal to this platform, publish it, and then everyone can discuss it, and then it will be voted for by the nodes. And if then a majority votes, then it's in.
Yeah, we're basically agreeing as a council, or at least the ones that showed up, that we want a culture change. And we want to have transparency and be held accountable. And moving forward, that's the kind of culture you should have as a node on Neo. Of course, like Odd or Mr. Google said, if you have a big enough bag of Neo to vote you for yourself, you can just ignore the rules, of course. But at least we will have some active nodes in the council at any time that should have that culture, that they use the governance platform to create proposals, and that we are actively engaging with each other to try to move Neo forward. And I think it just helps to have, even if the activities are small, changing network settings, that's basically just touching base from time to time, and it opens the possibility of more conversation together, more collaboration. There's a lot of talent on Neo. I could feel it in the room talking to all these guys and gals. They just immediately know so much technical stuff. You don't have to explain to them anything because they are so smart, basically. And then we just want for everyone to collaborate more. And I think through this kind of when we have these rewards for any node, then it is possible that even more great people can get into the 21 and help us grow, basically.
Or at least campaign to do it, because then you can have 100,000 votes. It's not enough to be inside, but then you spend a year working to become a consensus node then. So this is a really good step in the right direction for Neo with these different things that have been done now. And we had the first center point in Dubai, and that was basically the first one. So we felt like, okay, we talked about all this stuff. We weren't able to get anything to happen. But we were really happy now because a lot of the node operators showed up. We had nodes that none of us have ever talked to, and they were showing commitment and we want to do more for Neo. We see that there's actual activity here. We see that this is like a really good path, and we want to contribute in our ways to do that. So after this 3 days, we suddenly have like even more talent pushing in the right direction instead of just the usual like NNT and COS and Axe Labs and others. Yeah. We all know who the active people are.
This is all really big. Thank you guys for both joining and queuing us in on that stuff. I know you guys are exhausted from some exhilarating days of turning your brain on 1000% all day long. So definitely appreciate you for joining and help sharing the news on these big changes. Another big change we have coming to, well, not change, but news for Flamingo based on some of these changes is Flamingo. If you noticed when I first kicked off this call, I said that Flamingo's been around for 5 years. That's the first time I've said that, introducing the Lagoon. That's because Flamingo just turned 5 this month. So that's a huge deal. Usually we throw a big party, but because of Centerpoint 2 and a lot of other things going on, we weren't able to, throw a huge party right on the exact day like we usually do. But what we are going to do is make some pretty big announcements, including what the devs just announced in terms of the flat gas and the smaller fees on Flamingo and all of that. And with that, we're going to hold another massive trading competition on Flamingo using the order book, limit order trades. We might even include trades using Convert. We're going to do this, I believe, for the FLM token as part of Flamingo's 5th birthday. We'll be holding many other events, and we want to make this Flamingo 5th birthday as big, as loud, as large as possible. So with that, we're going to hold a $5,000 trading competition amongst some other really big things. So keep an eye and an ear out for that. We'll be announcing that, with Medium articles and on X and on Discord and you name it. Trying to spread the message as loud and as far as possible for Flamingo's 5th birthday. So really looking forward to that. I know that the previous trading competitions on Flamingo have been a big success, so I'm sure this one will be too. And
with lower fees, it will be really good.
So, happy birthday, Flamingo! Woo!
The first present.
Yeah, that's great. Yes, first present.
But 5 years it's like it's really good. Yeah, I know we're not where it was like many years ago, but 5 years. Please look up any other platform. I know one platform or DEX that's more than 5 years or older than Flamingo. So it's an insane number. Like if you look at it, like 5 years, that was almost before DeFi summer. Yeah,
it's a long time to be around. We're basically OGs now. You should be able to call yourself an OG after 5 years. I think so. Old timer. I don't know. What's the name of old Flamingo? How long do they live usually? If it's 5 years, maybe it's a bad omen.
So
yeah, and I just want to say also, I think Mr. Google mentioned it quickly, but Eric, one of the Neo founders or co-founder, was in the room for all 3 days as well. And that was inspiring. He's getting back to Neo, being even more active, and he's technical super wonder boy. So it's really nice to have him back as well. You can feel the energy is a little bit different when he's around, because there's leaders to look to and to ask the question. He's able to sometimes just nod his head. His English is not perfect. So, but at least like that nod on the head is like, okay, this is a direction we can go in and probably implement something really fast. That's inspiring as well. And me and Mr. Google had a meeting with Dong Fei as well, and he seems positive also. So it was nice to see that leaders are still around as well, and looking to build and looking to improve.
Yeah, and speaking of which, I saw a couple days ago a roadmap published on GitHub for Neo 4 by Eric himself. I don't know if you guys heard any more about that at Centerpoint, if you want to discuss that a little bit.
Yeah, it's on GitHub and it's for everyone to read. I'm not sure how much time it is necessary to spend on it now because it's so early stages.
Yeah.
So it was a proposal, but it's something far ahead. And I think the technical details and which features and what not to have, it's really it's in the exploratory phase right now. But it's some exciting stuff. Some priorities on real world assets and other cool financial stuff that would be nice to leverage or use on Flamingo.
Yeah.
But as I understand it, it's a proposal of a direction to head in rather than something that's going to be here really soon.
Right.
So, but I get hyped about it, but I don't want to make hype about it. if you catch me. So, it's really cool. That's the kind of energy I'm talking about, where you see there's the ship has not been left behind, so to speak. It's
the wheels are
more
turning.
active as ever with the brain power. Yeah,
the wheels are turning. I even saw a community member say, "Oh, real world assets on Neo 4. What about using those on Order Book Plus?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I just throw in there real quick because one of the things after I saw the roadmap and I already seen some of the tweets from Eric is one of the concerns then is like, do we need some token migration again? We haven't shut down legacy. So no token migration. It seems like as a developer you can then upgrade contracts that don't hold or have tokens in them, and you can also then build to this new. So it will be like running inside the same, so everything is compatible with each other, and that's really good news from, I think, the community. Even though you maybe not feel or know it, like a migration is really hard. We left behind a couple of million wallets on N2, and it's really hard to get everyone with you when you do this migration stuff. So and also I asked what's the purpose here of this new development, because I want us to focus on being faster, more secure, and cheaper instead of building a new Oracle, basically. So, and that's also I got confirmed that that's the plan. We want it to be faster, cheaper, and more secure, and in that sense also then being able to have RWAs and stuff like that. So it's not something new. It's not a migration. It's we will continue on this, but it will just make Neo N3 better, even though it's called Neo 4.
Super exciting.
It's just a versioning on GitHub. It's version 4 because it's a major new change.
Yeah, touching quickly upon that, when you're saying we're leaving a lot of addresses or wallets behind on the Neo Legacy, one thing to remember about Neo Legacy, it was a lot of free transactions there. So there was a lot of transactions and a lot of users being able to do a lot without paying too much. So I think these changes where we're moving to a future where things are going to be faster and cheaper, because I believe in some time we will be able to implement something else that is on GitHub right now, that is dynamic block times. So it could be as low as 1 second for the block. So it could be faster and cheaper, and I think that can bring more activity as well. And with the Neo 4, one of the things that excite me really much as a nerd, but also as a product developer, is that with the Neo 4, there's a new virtual machine running the code of the smart contracts that is supposed to be faster and cheaper as well. So we can upgrade the Flamingo contracts to support that. It's nothing that we have to do. So everything will run as normal if we don't. But if we opt in, it could be even faster and cheaper. So I see like a future where we get both the best of both worlds. We get Neo to be the really fast and cheap chain as well, so we can compete with others.
Yeah, I know that's what one of the things that Neo had going for it back in the day was one of the cheapest and fastest, and then some cheaper and faster ones came out after that, and now Neo will be able to continue to compete.
Yeah,
Awesome. So I know that we have at least one community member who would like to join us and maybe ask some questions. If I can invite him to stage. I'm not seeing any questions in the chat, but Freeman, I did just invite you as a speaker if you'd like to join us and say hello. Free guy.
Yo.
Hey.
hello.
How's it going?
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us.
And thanks for having me as a proud Flamingo ambassador, and it's a real pleasure to be speaking with you all today. I just wanted to take a moment to express my sincere appreciation for the events you've been putting together. Spaces like this are so important for keeping the community connected and informed. So it's great to hear all the passion and insights from being shared.
Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, as an ambassador, I'm genuinely inspired by the dedication of both the team and the broader community. Yeah.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
You're welcome. Thanks again for this fantastic conversation. I wish you all a very successful event.
You as well.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm not sure if there's any other questions in the chat. I'm not seeing any, unless I'm doing something wrong here. Don't have any.
It would be nice to end this even early. I'm been walking around with the headache the whole day. I think Atlasor as well.
Me too.
Been really tired. It's a climate jet lag and a lot of work, little sleep. This is no vacation, to say it like that.
For sure.
Yeah, it's also like the conversations they happened like from the morning to the like the end of the quote unquote work day. Everyone leaves the conference room and then they just go 100 meters down to the hotel bar, and it continues for like 8 more hours discussing all these things. And then it's just with a couple of beers and some foods and just repeats. So it's like 24/7. But it's nice though. There are friends here as well. We are slowly becoming a family. So it's nice to see the faces from time to time as well, and it's more informal after we leave the conference rooms. But this day 4, we wake up with a headache, and it's a little bit intense.
Well,
there's something else. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to close it up, but if you have anything else to add, then continue.
Yeah, just wanted to share with the community a little bit about the state and what we've been doing since last time. And I want to tell everyone that we are in an exploratory phase. We have had some successful big launches, successful hard technical implementations, and we will continue to launch some small updates until next time. Expand the possibility to lend with other assets on lend. But we'll spend a lot of time now in this exploratory phase to try to figure out what's the next step for Flamingo in terms of the next big product, and also how to connect like Neo as this island to other chains as well, because the bridge we have right now, you can say what we want about it. It works, but it's from sometimes it feels users remember that it is Poly network still and feel that like they really don't want to use it. So I think it's something important to fix that interoperability issue and to have a good bridge for Neo and for Flamingo. So we're gonna try our best to research and figure out the best avenues or multiple avenues of creating or connecting to an X63 bridge, creating a bridge product, and exploring all these different avenues. And I'll have a little working group where I'll connect with others in the ecosystem and outside the ecosystem, and work tightly with NGD to make sure that we are on the right steps for having something in the future now that is not Poly network and that current bridge. Even though it works, we would like to replace it. And we'd also try really hard to figure out what are the next options for Flamingo in terms of the next killer product. So we'll be in the maintaining and research phase for those two avenues. Maintaining phase in like all the products we have and expanding them, and research in terms of bridge and a new product. And also me and Mr. Google took on the responsibility to creating that new government page for governance page for Neo, so that we are sure that we can keep everyone accountable and working hard on Neo. So that's until next time, and what's been going on since last time, so everybody knows and that we're transparent with the work we do.
Well, definitely thank you. And this is just coming from me as a Neo community member, not even just someone on the Flamingo team, but as a Neo community member, definitely appreciate you guys and everything that you guys do. And I'm really excited to hear about this new platform that you're building on Neo, and thank you for doing that as well. And I'm excited that the fees are going to be dropped. I'm excited for this $5,000 trading competition. We're going to be celebrating Flamingo's 5th birthday all throughout October and November, and we're going to line up this trading competition so that it launches around the same time that the fees do get lowered. So users can look forward to not only competing with each other, but also doing so cheaply and not spending nearly as much fees as they have in the past. So I'm excited about that. And thanks everyone for joining. I know Centerpoint has been super rewarding, super challenging, super exhausting. Definitely appreciate you guys doing the thing in Singapore for the team, and looking forward to for you to get back and get right back to work. So thanks, guys.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
Thanks
go.
for joining. This has been a big success. We had about 25 listeners at any given time. We'll do more next time. Thanks a lot for joining. We'll see you there. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.